if you've been watching my YouTube videos, you probably see a decent amount of content within triathlon and like endurance and my personal journey with that, which I really enjoy sharing. Like, it is so much fun to share because it's kind of new for me. Like, I've been doing this for a year, a little over a year. So it's a new path that I've ventured off into aside from just lifting. But the reason I wanted to make this video is to kind of highlight why I value building my physique and actually like putting effort and years into building muscle, losing fat, achieving the look that I want to have. Because I'm extremely passionate about that, and I think it opens up so many doors in life. And I love this video is a fulfilling life starts with a physique that you are proud of. It sounds a little deep, it sounds a little excessive, but I genuinely believe it's true. At least it's been extremely true for me. So I'm gonna be cooking up breakfast while I make this video, so bear with me. But the first aspect of this is obviously physical. And you know, I'm not gonna like sit here and tell you all of the physical benefits that adding muscle does for you, but like more muscle, less body fat literally leads to better strength, functionality in life, like small things that you wouldn't really think of. Being able to carry suitcases up a small flight of stairs in Europe when you're traveling, like that's a personal example. Or having to like break down a bunch of boxes and not have your back kill you because your hamstrings are engaged. Like, look, hold on, look at this, bro. Like, I'm literally moving in right now and I got all this stuff. And like, yeah, you could do this stuff without being in top tier shape, but at the same time, having your physique back you in those ways just makes life effortless. You don't have to think about stuff. You can just go out, play pickup basketball, play softball with your dad, go run if you want, go on a hike, go swimming without getting sore. Like, you are literally equipped physically to do whatever you want. That's such an underrated part of fitness because a lot of us just look at like, oh, like freaking, like I'm swole, I got biceps. That's cool, but what does it actually mean in real life? It means freedom. And the reason why I bring up triathlon is because like having this foundation of muscle and relatively low body fat, I believe has allowed me to excel within triathlon, which is an endurance event, and you don't have to have a bunch of muscle, you don't have to be crazy lean, but knock on wood, I haven't gotten injured in over a year. I constantly have enough energy and stamina to push through workouts. Like, I can hit 3-a-day workouts, no problem. I have energy, I feel confident when I'm doing these things. Like, I don't feel like a slob that's just exercising. Like, I feel good, I feel in shape, I feel tight. So again, is it necessary to like have a certain look? No, but I really do believe that it helps. So the physical aspects, it's pretty obvious. I don't have to go through and like explain all the reasons why getting in shape benefits you physically, but like it really does open up doors in terms of what you want to do and then feeling and looking good while you are doing it, because I do think that's extremely important. Like, it does feel good to run with some muscle on my frame. You know, I can feel lean. And I take the running, like when I'm running and I take those videos like that and I watch them back, like I enjoy how I feel, because previously when I was like 10, 15 pounds heavier and I go on a run, I just feel kind of like the blubber just like weighing with me as I take each step. And sure, I'd run a little bit slower, but that's just not a good feeling. Like, it's a confidence thing. Now, I would say one of the parts that I value the most, bro, this is just like glop. One of the parts that I value the most is the nutritional flexibility and the nutritional freedom that you get. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I don't have a crazy strict diet. I'm literally making pancakes right now. So I eat what I want to eat and what I know fuels me, but I'm able to do that because I don't have to stay super concerned about my calories to lose a bunch of fat. Like, once you get into good shape and you get relatively lean, fat loss isn't your life anymore. You can go enjoy things. Like, I had a breakfast burrito 2 days ago and a biscuit, and I don't know, gosh, what else I had that day. But like, I eat with a lot of freedom because I understand that not every single meal has to be chicken and rice and broccoli. And obviously not every meal has to be burgers and whatnot, but I can enjoy these things. I can go out on dinner dates, I can go on vacation, go out with family, and not feel like I'm digging myself deeper into a hole. Like, I don't feel guilty when I'm eating things because I understand how calories, macros, nutrition, all of that works. And so it just takes a little bit of thought for me to be able to like budget for that stuff and understand how it fits into my day. And being like truly satisfied with your physique and enjoying good food almost seems like an alternate universe that people can't comprehend. And I could not comprehend it for the longest time until I achieved it. And I could go out to a restaurant and like get my favorite foods like mac and cheese, breakfast burritos, like heavy stuff. I like heavy stuff. And go to the gym the next day and be like, holy crap, like, I'm still lean. Like I still like, you know, and it's a crazy feeling. You don't think it's possible because it's usually one or the other. But as a result of putting in the work, I know how to navigate a weekend, a vacation, an event, a party, whatever it is. Like I have like these tools in my toolkit so that I can go and enjoy myself and maintain a certain look and feeling, which is something a lot of people would kill to have. In terms of these social aspects, confidence. Like, people notice when you put effort into your body, and you notice when other people notice that you put effort into your body. Like when you walk into a room and people kind of give you this they just analyze you. They realize like, oh, this guy's about his stuff, right? And again, this isn't like an ego thing. This isn't like a superiority thing. It's just like when you take care of yourself and you are confident in yourself and your habits, it shows up in ways that other people can receive that without you having to like tell them anything. They don't even have to ask if you go to the gym. They just know. They don't have to ask if you follow a certain diet. They don't say like, oh, do you go to the gym? They say like, bro, what's your like meal plan? Like what do you do? Because they can feel that energy from you. And so first, when you take care of your physique, then you remove your own insecurities. And when other people notice that, you stop feeling like you have to hide. You don't have to hide anything. You are fully confident and sure of yourself. Physically, mentally, like all the stuff that comes with the gym shows up in your appearance. You're proud of what you build. People kind of admire you. They ask you questions, yada, yada, yada. And I was debating putting this part in the video because it's a little bit superficial and I don't know if social validation is necessary for a fulfilling life. I don't think it is in that context, like in a black or white context. But again, I've said this in a previous video. I'd be lying if people didn't care about how other people look. Like that's literally reality and it's society. We all judge each other. We want to present ourselves in a certain way to other people. And so feeling confident in social settings and knowing that you are perceived a certain way by other people does lead to a more fulfilling life in some aspect. Like I don't think there's any way around that, because when you step out the door, you don't have to question yourself. You don't have to question your habits. You don't have to question judgment. You just show up and you can be yourself to the fullest. Then finally, the mental aspects. I think this part matters more than the other three combined, but every single time that you follow through with your physique goals, like, I don't know, let's just say it's sticking to a cut for 3 months. Every single time that you show up and do cardio, every single time that you hit your calories, like you are just reaffirming to yourself that you can follow through on your own commitments. You can set a target, you can stay consistent, and you can consistently get to the places that you want to get to. And think about this in a bigger picture. This is way more than just tracking eggs and egg whites. This is like, okay, I'm able to constantly stick to a routine because I know something will matter to me in the future. An end goal will matter to me in the future. And so that discipline carries over into other aspects of your life. Like, I don't know, grinding through your career to get a promotion, or school, or showing up for your partner in your relationship. Like all these different things are all built on the same principle. So once you can maximize your energy into those things, you then create a more fulfilling life. And like, obviously, I mean, there are so many other things that play into having a good, fulfilling, happy, confident life. But taking care of your body and getting in the shape that you want is one of the easiest things you can do for yourself. Like, it does not take that much time and effort compared to like building wealth, or I don't know, finding a lasting relationship, things like that. Like, this is completely in your control. You can start now, you can start in 6 months, 12 months, whenever. You can start tomorrow. All of your outputs are based on your inputs. So it is the ultimate foundation for then venturing off and applying the principles that you learned in that beginning stage of building your body up to other ventures, other areas, other relationships. appreciate you listening. This video was kind of just on the fly, so if it was a little scattered, I was just trying to get my thoughts out because I reap these benefits on a daily, not even on some like ego stuff, but like I reap these benefits on the daily, and I've talked to so many people who just can't fathom the idea that this stuff is possible, that you can like just wake up and feel confident and go eat kind of whatever you want, go train, go look good, go step outside, be completely yourself. Like some people just have not experienced that. And if that's you, you're 6 months, maybe a year away from just completely changing your life, obtaining that lifestyle and obtaining those benefits that you want to have. So again, thank you for watching. I'm about to go cook up this breakfast, but I will catch you in the next video.